After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Second down, Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 34 yards there and a first down.
Hey, we all know it's turned into a passing league in the NFL, but that doesn't mean people still don't like to run the football. When you run it that successfully, your offensive line is fired up. What they want to do each and every game is run block. Get out and smack some people. I would say go ahead and run it again.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll run with Lynch. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. He's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Here's Mayfield. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So out come the Raiders. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
He completes it to Jordan Nelson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. First down, the run with Lynch. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. From midfield, here's Carr. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie Denzel Ward. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a second and long.
For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, it might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that, and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
A gain of 32 that time. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him.
That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 24. To throw, Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They start the drive with Lynch. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Carr to throw on second down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Now a play fake here on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a 9-yard gain that time, and it'll also be the final play of this first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield on play action. Rolling to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Baker Mayfield. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On second down, Lynch. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he finds Cook. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On the handoff, Lynch. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
808. 4 down. Monday, down. Blue 80. 694.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Buying time to his left. He's going to look deep for Perriman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
4 down. Shit down.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Down. 185.
From the gun, it's Carr. And Cook has it, left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good pickup there, a 22. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
Gun!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Brashad Perriman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. The point after is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Down. 180.
Operating from the gun. Carr. It's caught. Nelson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Lynch, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get set. 180.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Down. 180. 637.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Down. 180.
to throw again. Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and the nose of the football.
Get set. 180. Back.
Again, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Carlson able to put this one through. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Down right around the 25. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. A look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Here we go. You got 4. You got 4. He's crashing. Go, Chief.
To throw on 2nd down. Carr over the middle. It's Jared Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Down, 185.
Carr now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings them up 2nd and 10.
Down, 180. Loose right. Low, low, low.
Carr to throw after the play fake to Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Down, 180.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
2nd down, Mayfield. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Detroit!
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signify.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Four down. Get set. Blue 80. Check 50.
He'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Down. Blue 80.
They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Four down. Down. You're 180. Mike 51. Low.
To throw on third down. Carr, wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Go, go. Get set, get set. Monday, down.
Handoff comes to Lynch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Oh, this is blocked. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves. Back now in the East Bay. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Carr now to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Bryant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Carr to throw on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They pitch it to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They've got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Rashad Perriman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Harris to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's a give to Lynch. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Oh, he's got some breathing room. Beast mode unleashed, a big one there. 41 yards. A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Everyone's got four down.
The pitch out to Lynch. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. He's going to get it running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important third down.
Get set. Watch out. Go, Chief. 51, Mike 51.
Here's Carr to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable, as he'll go for it on fourth and goal. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And now here's another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure whatever the reason is. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Well, the lead late in the fourth, but Mayfield's going to throw it. They got his man complete. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play that time for Cleveland. 43 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Mayfield on first down. He's going to air one out. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And again, it's Mayfield. He's going to look deep for Perriman. That's caught inside the 20. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.